Today we will test and review the 4K dash cam from Rove. It's called R2. It's a very affordable 4K dash cam with lots of features. It has built-in Wi-Fi, GPS, it supports cards up to 512 gigabytes, it has G-sensor, motion detection, night vision, and lots of other useful features. Let's see what comes inside the box. Here we have the quick start guide, the registration, 1 year warranty. If you have any issues with camera, you can contact the customer service, which is pretty good. This is a electrostatic film. This can be used to install the fixed mount with the 3M tape. And here we have the manual. It is very detailed. If you have any issues, you should definitely look into the manual first. Camera comes with 150-degree ultra-wide view angle. It has Sony IMX335 image sensor, which provides excellent night video recording, and the camera has 2.4-inch LCD screen in the back. Below we have 5 buttons, the menu, up button, emergency lock, down button, and OK button. All these buttons, they have second function, but I will show that a little bit later. On this side we have the power button and the micro SD card slot. Because this camera can record 4K videos, it requires class 10 U3 SD cards. On the other side we have the power mini USB port and HDMI port. This one can be used to connect the dashcam to your TV. On the bottom we have the serial number of the dashcam, the built-in microphone and the reset button. On the top we have the built-in GPS module, the latch used to connect the dashcam to the mount, and also we have the TV out port. Let's see what else we have in the box. Here we have the fixed mount with a 3M tape, and we have extra piece of tape. This one is the suction mount. Here we have the power cable. The length is 12 feet. We also have 5 clips to install the cable. We have the USB power adapter with 2 USB slots. We also have the trim removal tool, and the set also comes with 2.5 feet mini USB data cable used to connect the dashcam to the PC. Both the fixed mount and the suction mount allow you to rotate the camera 360 degrees, so I will connect it right now. So you can turn it all the way around. This way you can also record what's going on inside the vehicle. Now I will insert the SD card. The contacts on the SD card has to face the same way as the camera lens, so you have to insert it this way. Now I will remove the protection film. And we can connect the power cable.
Video mode.
Immediately the camera will ask us to format the SD card. I'll say yes.
Formatting is complete.
And it's done right away. Here we can set up date and time either manually or using the GPS signal. I will do it manually right now. It looks like the right time, so just say confirm. Say next.
Video mode.
And now the camera is recording. Now I will guide you through the buttons again. Pressing the OK button will turn on and off the video recording. So right now it's on, we can see the red dot right there. If we press the down button, this actually will turn off the LCD screen. This is a very useful feature when you drive at night. When you press the emergency lock button, this will save the current file from being overwritten. So if you see something interesting on the road, you can just press this button and this file will be saved in a separate folder. If you press and hold the emergency lock button for a couple of seconds, this will activate the Wi-Fi mode.
Wi-Fi mode is on.
Now we can connect the dash cam to our phone. And as you can see, the password for our network is 123456778. In your phone you have to go to settings. You have to look for Wi-Fi. And here you'll see the Rove R2 4K network. Press connect. And as I said, when you do it the first time, you have to put in that password. So now it's connected. Now we can go to the Rove app. This one can be downloaded from the Play Store. And currently, like right away, we can see the live feed from the camera, and of course we can also see all the recorded videos that we have right now on the card, and we can also download the video to your phone. You can go to settings in the app, and here you can either change the app settings or the camera settings. For example, you can change the G-sensor sensitivity, loop recording duration, resolution, WDR, microphone, display time, etc. But you can also do all this using the camera itself. To exit the Wi-Fi mode, simply press and hold the emergency lock button again. Confirm.
Wi-Fi mode is off. Video mode.
So now we are back to video recording. The mute button, the up button also works as mute. So when you
Mute on.
press this button, it won't record the sound. To turn it on,
Mute off.
press it again. Now the menu button. This button works as a mode button as well. So when you press and hold the menu button,
Photo mode.
first it will go to the photo mode. I don't think I'll be using the photo mode as much, but if you need it, it's there. Press and hold the menu button again, and we are going to the playback mode. And the same thing as in the phone, now we can view our videos here. I'll go back, I'll press and hold the menu button again. Now if you simply press without holding the menu button, this will take us to the video settings. As you can see, the maximum resolution in this camera is 2880 by 2160. The 4K resolution in this camera is actually slightly less than the more commonly used resolution of 3840 by 2160. As you can see, this one is 2880 by 2160, so it's more like the 3K resolution. Nevertheless, manufacturers these days tend to classify this camera as 4K anyway, because they have the same image height of 2160 pixels. Another downside is that it only records at 24 frames per second, which means that the video will be detailed and sharp, but not as smooth as a video recorded at 30 or 60 frames per second. By the way, Rove also sells the 4K Pro version of this camera with the true 4K, but it costs twice as much. You can also record at 2K resolution, 2560 by 1440 pixels at 30 frames per second. The quality will be very good in this one, and it records at 30 frames per second. It has a good balance between the sharpness and the frame rate. I would probably choose this one over the 4K option. In the end of the video I will show you footage recorded in different resolutions by this camera, and you can decide which one you like more. Next we have the loop recording. You can choose 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes and 10-minute files. Next we have WDR. You can turn it on and off right here. The next one is exposure. You can manually change the exposure in the video. If say you go up, the video will be brighter. If you go down, it will be darker. By default, just leave it at 0. Camera has time lapse, so you have 4 frame, 2 frame and 1 frame per second options. The parking mode. This dash cam has small built-in battery which allows to record up to 3 minutes of video at highest resolution and up to, I believe, 5 to 7 minutes if you record it at full HD. If you activate the parking mode and somebody hits the vehicle, the G sensor will activate the camera and it will record 1 minute of the video. After this it will turn off. When you come back to the vehicle, it will notify you that something happened and you need to check the saved video. This mode works only limited number of times because it uses built-in battery, but it's still pretty cool because you don't need the hardwiring cable for this mode to work properly. Dashcam also has 24-hour parking mode. So this is slightly different. For this one you do need the hardwiring cable, and I have the Ultimate Rove hardwiring kit. We will make a separate video. We will show you how to connect this cable, but when you do have it connected, you will be able to use the parking mode pretty much 24 hours. And also you will be able to use the motion detection when you have the hardwiring cable installed. Next we have the record audio option, on or off. Here we have the stamp. You can choose what you want to see on your video, date and time, speed, GPS coordinates and the Rove logo. By default it's all on, but you can choose which one you like and leave them on your video. The G sensor. By default it's set to medium. The higher the number you set, the larger the impact should be to trigger the camera. So if you set it all the way to 9, basically there should be a huge impact for the camera to react to it. And the lower it is, basically if you have it at low 1, so every tiny vibration will trigger the camera. You can play with it and see what works for your vehicle. The speed unit you can choose between miles per hour and kilometers per hour, pretty straightforward. You can hide status icons on the main screen, few options. Next one, live speed, that they're talking about the speed on the main screen of the dash cam. You can turn it off if you don't want to see it. Distortion correction. That's another interesting option in this camera. This one can correct the fisheye lens effect. This is the one when the image is curved, so it can make it straight. And you can also rotate the video 180 degrees. Okay, we are done with video settings. I will quickly go through system settings and then we'll proceed to the video footage. So press the menu button once to get to system settings. So here we have Wi-Fi. We can enable Wi-Fi from here. We can set up date time, date format, clock format, so GPS time zone settings, so pretty basic stuff. Screensaver settings, I wanted to show you this one. So I will activate the screensaver, so it's gonna be on after 1 minute. Let's see how it looks. After 1 minute, the screensaver will activate. So you'll see your current speed, time and date. I personally like it. It kind of works like a digital speedometer. To go back, simply press any button.
Video settings. System settings.
You can actually put in your license plate and use it as a stamp on the video. Pretty cool. Storage space, you can check how much room you have left. You even have format reminder in this dash cam. 15, 30 or 60 days, which is pretty interesting as well. And the format option. Alright, there are lots of different settings in this camera. I don't think I will be using all of them, but if you need to adjust something, it's all there. Overall, I think it's a great little dash cam with 4K and 2K capability. It can record Full HD at 60 frames per second. It has a LCD screen in the back. Currently it's been sold for a very reasonable price. It costs around $130, I believe. I like that it has built-in GPS, Wi-Fi, parking mode that will work for some time even without the hardwiring cable, and as you could see, it has lots of other useful features. Alright guys, we have the dash cam temporarily installed in the vehicle. This is where it's located right now. You can also move the mount higher over there, and this way the dash cam will be completely hidden behind the rearview mirror. Currently I still want to see the LCD screen. Right now we'll go for a short drive and we'll show you guys how it records the video.